Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the Better Business Bureau Education Foundation out of Houston, Texas. The BBB Education Foundation of Houston Scam of the Month for February 2021 is Don't Get Nailed, Tips to Hiring a Repair Person. The reason why we picked this for our scam of the month is due to what we call snowvid. It was actually the winter storm that happened in Texas this month. And a lot of Texans aren't used to this type of weather. We experienced no power, no water, busted pipes, boil water notices, price gouging, and unfortunately, loss of life. If you need to report price gouging, you can do so by contacting the Texas Attorney General's office. We have provided their website. You can call them on the telephone at 800-621-0508. And when in doubt, you can always file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau on our website at bbb.org or contact us at 713-868-9500. If you are in the Houston area, you can go directly to our Houston BBB website at www.bbphou.org. Boom! Post-disaster red flags. And that's why we have the big boom, because we have a lot to discuss. So here we go. First off, you always need to be cautious for strangers that are too willing to help and very friendly. And it's sad that we have to say that in this day and age. It's sad that society is like that. But please be cautious if people are very willing to help you, because you never know who the bad guys are. Also, door-to-door workers claiming that your home is unsafe. Please keep in mind when you're dealing with criminals and scammers, they can do and will impersonate utility workers, government officials, you name it, they'll impersonate it. They'll do whatever they can to get your money. Also, watch out for pushy and high-pressure sales. Good deals from out-of-town repairmen. Any promises made orally should always be in writing, but we want to keep you extra safe, and we're going to go through each of these topics. And on with our show. Don't get nailed hiring a repair person. Now we're going to discuss the topics we just talked about. First off, did you all know that people spend billions with a B of dollars every year on home improvement? That's right, billions of dollars. And the first thing, which we just talked about, that you really need to watch out for is those dirty, bad scammers. And they can impersonate a lot of different organizations, agencies. For example, utility imposters. I always say this, scammers love to dress up, they love to impersonate people, and they will from the water district, electric company, gas company, they'll even do city and local government, the American Red Cross, and basically they will threaten residents and business owners to deactivate their services if they don't pay up immediately. So for example, somebody may say they want to test your water, make sure your water's okay, and just make sure your water's working properly. And if you say no, they're going to say, well, I'm sorry, that's not up to city code, and we're going to go ahead and disconnect you for not agreeing. Don't fall for it. It's a fear tactic. Another bad actor is door-to-door sales. Be suspicious of contractors who attempt to gain business by visiting you door-to-door. Remember, we are in 2021. If you really want to do business with someone, you either go to the store, you go online, but you don't wait for somebody to show up at your door to sell you something. And always keep in mind that good businesses, good contractors do not need to drum up business by going door-to-door and making cold calls, calling you on the phone out of the blue, trying to get your money, are going to your door to try to get your money. Leftover materials. I know the Houston area is no stranger to this. This is basically after a natural disaster. Usually you get a knock on the door from a contractor who just shows up out of the blue and tells you that he noticed some damage on your property. Maybe some shingles are missing, things don't look correct, and he has leftover materials from your neighbor's home and he wants to fix your home. He just needs some money up front, and he might not even have an office. He's working out of his pickup truck, and if you look at his pickup truck, you notice that his license plate are from out of state. Be very cautious. They want your money and then they're going to run. Always watch out for any contractor that dodges required building permits. This is a huge red flag because they're trying to avoid local agencies that issue such permits. And there's reasons for this. For example, they might not even be licensed or registered as required by your state or location. And always know that a good contractor will get all the necessary permits before he even starts working on your job. No phone number, no physical address is a big red flag because this means that they might not even have an established business, and they might not even have an established business in your state. Contractors may rely on a home answering machine to screen your calls because guess what? They don't want to talk to you. And you should always do a test. You should always call the contractor's telephone to see how they answer the phone. You want them to be professional. For example, Jen Salazar's Plumbing, how may I help you? You don't want somebody that picks up the phone, yo, what's up? You want to make sure it's an actual business that you're calling. Another one, high pressure tactics. It takes time to hire somebody. And you're hiring somebody to work in your home. You're hiring somebody. This is like a job interview, okay? Never feel pressured to make a fast decision. You need a lot of time. You need to check the references, review their portfolio, verify insurance, check to see if the contractor needs a license, get written estimates from several firms. And guess what? You should contact your local Better Business Bureau and your local consumer protection agency. You're making a big decision to put your home in somebody else's hands. Take your time. Upfront money or cash only. Oh, no, no, no. Don't ever give money up front for an entire project. Pay it over time. If you can, use a credit card or a check because guess what, my friends? This is evidence. This is proof of a payment. Do not pay anything until after the first day of work and then pay up to 1/3. Make additional payments during the projects continued upon completion. Okay. Do not make the final payment or sign an affidavit until you are satisfied. And you always want to make sure the supplies and the subcontractors are fully paid. Another one, lender referrals. This is tricky. Be careful about a contractor who is really pushing his lender because guess what? Many people have been ripped off with this process because they sign all this paperwork thinking they're getting a better deal from the contractor's lender. And then they don't even realize that they signed up for a home equity loan or even worse, a reverse mortgage. So be very cautious. Other scams, believe it or not, there's more scams you have to watch out for. Like we mentioned earlier, anybody that knocks on your door offering to test your water. Unfortunately, some folks may use their religion to try to get your business. They may try to relate with you, saying that you guys are both people of faith. Don't let that trick you into working with them because it could be them deceiving you. Watch out for demonstrations for the neighborhood. For example, if somebody puts a roof on your home and wants to demonstrate that for the neighborhood to give everybody a discount, well, what if they do really bad work? You're not going to have any friends coming to your barbecue. Also, anybody coming over to check trees or grass, security systems, because if somebody checks your security system, they might put you on a different system that you don't even know about, and now you get two security bills a month. And anyone that offers long guarantees, be very cautious because this is also a red flag because there is no guarantees. And you have to consider some other stuff, unfortunately. Will the handyman be using subcontractors? Ask for a lien release or a lien waiver. Make sure everything's in writing. For example, picking up leftover trash and materials. Make sure that's in your contract. But wait, there's more. Don't ever approve or sign something you don't understand. And don't be embarrassed. Don't feel pressured to sign right away. Never sign a contract with blanks, whatever you do. Read everything you sign. If you don't trust it, ask if you can take it home and review it. And guess what? We have even more tips. Never agree to any offers for free repairs. Try to verify the business's true identity. Consider seeking a second and third opinion always. Check the company's reputation. check for licensing, and never pay for services in advance, period. Now, finally, how to find a repair person. Number one, ask friends, neighbors, and coworkers for referrals. Ask a local business that you respect and that you like. Contact local trade organizations. Ask a contractor for references. Get written estimates from several different companies. Don't just go with one, get several. Get a contract, and again, I cannot stress this enough, get everything in writing. Look at directories received in the mail and online. Look to make sure that they have their license, that they're specialists. For example, certified aging place specialist. Make sure that they do have those certifications. Referrals from insurance companies. And last but not least, contact us at the Better Business Bureau. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, my name is Jennifer Salazar with the Better Business Bureau Education Foundation. I'm also the director of the Texas Senior Medicare Patrol. If you need to report Medicare fraud, error, or abuse in the great state of Texas, please call us at 888-341-6187. If you need to reach me directly, my telephone number is 713-341-6184. Thank you, everyone, and have a great week.